Good evening, everyone. Am I audible and visible? Confirm the audio and the video once. So this is iCAT warm-up, and we are doing this just for so that when the actual mock starts, that is on 6th June, and I urge everyone to take that mock. It's free of cost for everyone. People who are watching it live, people who will be watching it afterwards, the recording, I would urge everyone to take that mock. It's free of cost, and the link to the mock is given in the description of this video. So we are doing certain questions, like I did quants also. Shavana did some VARC. So it's like a warm-up session in which we'll be discussing certain things, some basic stuff, so that you are in the feeling of giving the mock. All right. So I'll be solving two sets, which can be difficult, can be easy. So I will just show you how to actually look at a DI graph. We won't be doing LR today, it'll be DI. So we'll do this question afterwards. Let's do this one first. It says 7 friends started working on an e-commerce. Basically, in data interpretation, things will be given to you in terms of certain kind of charts. Like this is a bar chart with line graphs as well. So it's a combination of different charts. You see the bars, they're basically column graphs, not bar. Bar are horizontal, bars are horizontal, and columns are vertical. The column graphs with line graphs as well. So it's a combination of two kind of graphs. And there are 7 friends: Arjun, Binod, Kathy, Divya, Emily, Fatima, and Grishna. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, basically. They're working for e-commerce company as delivery executives. Given below is the graph for March that shows their total earnings. So what you have to keep in mind while reading a graph, first of all, what kind of graph is it? What is it representing? So I can see these what individual columns are for these guys. And blue denotes total earnings, orange denotes savings, and gray denotes petrol expenses. Okay. Also, we need to keep in mind what are the units that have been used. Okay. So earnings in rupees hundreds, that is what we have to keep in mind. When it says rupees hundreds, that means whatever is given over here, it's not 315, it's 31,500. Okay, you should keep this in mind. It can be millions, it can be thousands, it can be hundreds, etc. So units are very important. Then it says savings. Savings are percentage of net expenses of March. It is net expenses, not the earnings. So expenses and earnings are two different things. Do you understand that? Then comes petrol expenses as a percentage of net expenses of March. Again, net expenses. So expenses, I can write it as expenditure. I'm denoting E with expenditure, or we can say expenses, the same thing. Expenditure or expenses. I will be the income, or in this case, it's the earnings. All right, and let S denote the savings. Okay, so now we know that income is equal to expenditure plus savings. In this graph, we have, what do we have? Anybody? What do we have here? In the graph, we are given data about the earnings, that is income, and also savings. This is something which is not given to us, so we can find this out. Okay, so we need to understand what all things we need to find, what is given, in what units, all that stuff should be there. And it is also mentioned over here, total earnings is equal to this. Okay, so all the values in the graph are given for March only. That's also important. So we have identified all the important points. Now we'll read the graph and try to fill this up. So essentially, before trying, before filling, so what we can do, we can basically calculate the expenditure in terms of rupees, income in terms of expenditures given, income in terms of rupees, which is given to us, savings in terms of rupees, and petrol expenses in terms of rupees. Is that clear? Petrol and savings are given in terms of percentage of expenditure, not of income. Cool. So we can calculate 3 different things. Let's read the questions first. The questions talk about the average savings. So if I want to find average savings, that means I have to find the savings for all the people, right? And then divide. I'll add all the savings, divide by 7, because 7 is the number of people here. Then we have the question, the approximate average of petrol expenses. Again, it's average. That means we have to find individual petrol expenses for all the people. Tell me yes or no in the comments. Then the next question is, what was the model net expenditure of 7 friends? It's not model. It should be median net expenditure. So that means we have to find the net expenditure, and then median is, statistically, median means if I arrange things in ascending or descending order, the middle value will be the median. In this case, there's 7 people, so fourth value will be the median. Is that clear, everyone? After that, we have median petrol expenses. This median, okay, expenses in rupees for the 7 friends in March. Cool. That means we'll have calculated each and everything. Is that clear? So we have read the data, we have read the graph, we have read the questions. Now we know what exactly we have to find out. Tell me in the comments, is that clear? So let me make a table out of it. Okay, so there are 7 friends, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right. Earnings. All right. Then we need to find out the, okay, expenditure, or in this case, it's called expenses. Petrol charges, and then the savings. We need to fill this table. All right. Let us make a table. So basically, data interpretation is all about reading the data and noting it down in a form that is easily understandable to us, which is tables, isn't it? So I'll read the data and try to fill in the table. Is that clear? Ayushman, see. So Ayushman has an experience of that, and he says that in some mock, answer was 91,000, but he marked 91 because he forgot the units. That's going to happen. Aman already has calculated. Aman, well done. Now, this is what I have done, but as you can see, I need more space to calculate also. I don't have much space here, so what should I do? Kahan karu main calculate isko? Okay, I'll write it here. Chalo, one by one. So, earnings are given to us already. Okay. 315, and it's in hundreds. I'll put a 00 here. Then we have for Vinod, it is 450, 00 in hundreds. Okay. Then we have 325, then 00, 350, 00. Is that clear? Then we have 425 for Emily. 2 zeros after that. What is this? It's not given to us. Acha, yahan likha hua hai, 375. Fatima 37500. Then Grishma is 33300. All right. I have mentioned all the earnings now. Now I need to calculate the expenses, petrol, and savings. So here we know we have certain data given to us. If I use this, 5% is the savings, and savings is given as a percentage of what? Of net expenses. All right. We don't know what the net expenses are. So let me assume that net expenses are E, okay, and E will be equal to, for any guy, earnings ko main bataunga, I'll represent by I, that is, I is income, expenses by E, savings by S. That is what I'm going to use. For petrol, I'll be using P. Okay, that is my notation here. So, expenditure will be income minus savings. We know that. That's right. 5% of the expenditure is basically savings. So, can I say E is equal to I minus E by 20? Do you understand that? Or maybe I can write it simply as E plus S is equal to I. This is the general equation that I'll be using for all the guys, for A, B, C, D, E, and F, and G. Tell me in the comments, is that clear? The savings is 5%. What is 5%, by the way? So here I'll be using the calculation tools, which is percentage to fraction. 5% is 1 by 20. I hope everybody knows that. 1 by 20. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अर्जुन 5% अपने एक्सपेंडिचर का पेट्रोल में खर्च करता है. That means saving 5% सेव करता है. That means E plus E by 20 should be equal to I. This is for Arjun. Is that right? Okay. Let us put the values and get the answer. So for Arjun, it is 31500. Let's solve it. I'll get 21 E by 20 is equal to 31500. Let's solve it up. So what do we get? 21 से कट जाएगा ये पूरा पूरा, है ना? 15 times 1500. So 3000, 30,000. Is that clear? We got the expenditure. Do you understand that? I calculate E over here, from here. 21 into 1500. 21 से कटेगा नहीं है. 1500 times 20 goes up. I have 30,000. Is that cool? 30,000 has been spent. This was the earning, so saving is 1500. This minus this, and petrol is 7% of the expenditure. 7% of this will be 2100. Cool. Nobody is telling me in the comments. Only Ayushman is active. Okay, तो यही वाला चीज़ मैं बार बार यूज़ करता चला जाऊँगा. So I have done it for Arjun. Now let's see for the next guy. Who is the next guy? Binod. So for Binod, the saving is 12.5%. What is 12.5%? What is 12.5%? Aman, तुमने क्या calculate कर लिया था? गलत कर लिया है ना? So 12.5% is 1 by 8. It's 1 by 8. So E plus E by 8 for Binod, this should be the value. I'll get 9E by 8 is equal to the income for Binod is 45,000. Nice. 9 5s are 5,000 into 8 is 40,000. So here I get 40,000, which means the savings are 5,000. And petrol expenditure is 13%. 13% of 4, that is 5,200. Got it, everyone? Let's calculate for all the people. And you know what? If you are comfortable with the percentage and fractional equivalents, your life will be really easy. In fact, you can do it orally also. Okay, but I'm just trying to show you over here that how the calculations are done. Coming to next guy, there is Kethi. Kethi is saving 8.33%. What is 8.33%? It's 1 by 12, isn't it? It's 1 by 12. So E plus E by 12 should be giving us this, which means 13E by 12 is equal to this 32,500. 13 से कटना चाहिए ये. 26, 25. 2,500 into 12. 30,000. I calculate really fast, but I think all of you are getting the calculations. And 30,000 ka how much? 15% is on petrol. 15% here. 15 minus 30,000 is 4,500. Clear? Looks good? Tell me in the comments. Then coming to the next one. Who is the next one? It's this D, Divya. Divya is saving 10%. 10% is 1 by 10. That means E plus E by 10 must be equal to I. So which gives us 11E by 10 is equal to, Divya is, अच्छा ये उल्टा है, ऊपर orange है ना? My mistake. This will be 16%. 16.66%. That is 1 by 6. So E plus E by 6, which means 7E by 6 must be equal to 35,000. Completely cut रहा है ये. 7 5s are 5,000 into 6 is 30,000. So I get 30,000 here also, which means savings are 5,000. And 10% of it is in petrol. 10% of 30,000 is 3,000. Wow. मजा आ रहा है calculate करने में. Let's do next one, which will be for the next guy, that is E. E से कौन है? Emily. आशीष कल से arithmetic नहीं, मैं start नहीं करूँगा. Numbers are over. I'll take one more extra class for numbers, probably on weekend. Arithmetic will be started by either Raj sir or Kamal sir. I take algebra and geometry. That is my main thing. I take arithmetic also, but right now I'm taking algebra in the first batch. So That is how the plan is. Anyways, coming to E, Emily. Emily is spending 6.25% on petrol. 6.25 is how much? It's 1 by 16. So E plus E by 16 must be equal to I, which gives us 17. E by 16 is equal to this 42,500. 17 से कटेगा ये 17 34 17 5s are 2500 into 16 is 40,000. We get 40,000 over here. Subtracting, I get 2,500. 40,000 ka 18% is petrol. 18% is 7,200. Clear, all of you? जल्दी से बता दो मेरे को. Now the next person who is calculation है पूरा ये game or nothing else. F, Fatima. Fatima is saving 25%, so it is 1 by 4. So 5E by 4 is equal to 37,500. If I cancel it out, what do I get? 5 5s are 5 7s are 7,500. So I get 30,000 here. Subtracting, I get 7,500 as saving. And Kavita, yeah, topics are not covered in batch 2. Batch 2 has just started. Still, write mocks. Even if you score low, don't worry. Just that you need to, be in practice of mocks. Nothing else. कम score आएगा जानता हूँ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा उससे. Okay, now petrol for Fatima it's 20%. 20% 30,000 and 6,000. Am I doing it fast? I hope all of you are understanding it, right? Now let's do this one. Last one. Grishna, 11% is saving. 11%. So 11 by 100 yoga, you can do nothing here. It's a prime number. E plus 11 E by 100. Alright, so what do we get? 111 E by 100 is what we get here. And this will 333 0 0. 3 times cut jayega, 300. So answer is, this is 30,000. Okay, this is 3,300. 30,000 ka 5% is 1,500. That is the petrol. We have made the table. Ashish, I saw your message and yeah, you are right. Okay, so everybody, I hope you're calculating with me. You can check your calculation. This was all calculation. कविता देखो कंपल्सरी तो कुछ भी नहीं है, बट मॉक दे दो तुम ना, उससे तुम्हें मार्क्स कमाएंगे, मैं खुद ही कह रहा हूँ, बट स्टिल तुम्हें एक आदत पड़ जाएगी 2 घंटे बैठने की. ओके, दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. आई वुड लाइक ऑल ऑफ यू टू चेक इट एंड टेल मी इन द कमेंट्स. Ayushman, exactly. It was simple. Chalo, so let's solve it. The questions. First one, average saving. अभी भी कैलकुलेट करना है. एवरेज सेविंग सबको ऐड कर दो, डिवाइड बाय 7 कर दो. सो 66,500, 9,000, 14,000, 16,500, 17, 24, 27,300 डिवाइड बाय 7. यही हुआ ना? डिवाइड बाय 7 39 हो जाएगा आंसर. 3,900. That is the answer. Clear? All right. Thanks Kavita for saying that. अमन बताऊंगा मैं. ठीक है. What's next? Approximate average petrol expenses. ठीक है. पेट्रोल का देख लेते हैं. Let's add this. 7,300, 11,300, 11,800, 14,800, 15, 22, 28, 29,500 divided by 7. क्या बोला मैंने? 23,500. फिर मैं भूल गया क्या बोला मैंने. 7,300, 78, 118, 14,800, 15,000, 22, 28, 29.5. Okay, 29,500 divided by 7. अप्रॉक्सीमेट बोल रहा है ना, ये पॉइंट्स में आ रहा है. 28, 7 2s are 14, 7 1s are 7, 4s are 28, 4214 approximately, point something आएगा, but it asks approximate, so that is the answer. All right. Next is median expenditure of 7 friends. Median जो बीच बीच वैल्यू की वही हम करेंगे. 30 30 30 30 30. Wow. It's 30,000 only. एक्सपेंडिचर पूछ रहे हैं ना वो. हाँ. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 guys are earning 30,000. तो अगर मैं असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में कर भी दूंगा 30 ही बीच में आएगा. So the answer is 30,000. Next, median petrol expenses. Let's see. बीच में कौन है? Just rank it, ascending to descending. पहला ये आएगा, second, third, that is the fourth. Fourth वाला ये आंसर है हमारा, median 4,500. None of these. Clear? All of you got it? Cool. Let's try and solve the first question. Here we have the first question. It says, the chart below shows the price data for 7 shares A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. This is candlestick pattern. You must have seen that in stock exchange. As a candlestick plot for a particular day, the vertical axis shows the price of share in rupees. A share whose closing price is more than its opening price is called a bullish share. ठीक है ना? Bullish कौन सा होगा? Some people know this, some do not know it. तो एक बार मैं नोट कर लेता हूँ यहाँ पे. Bull. What is bull? Closing price is more than opening price, and bear will be when closing is less than opening, right? So when you have heard this term, bullish market, bearish market, okay, all bullish and bearish shares are shown in green and red color respectively. Here, day's high price, opening price is this. Okay, so if you can understand this chart, this will be giving you high price. Okay, this will be giving you the opening price. This is the closing price. This is day's low price. That is for which one? Red is for bearish. Okay, while green is for bullish. So day's high price, this is closing price, this is opening price, this is day's low price. So that is how we can read the data. I'll just read one for you. For example, if I talk about share A, it's a bearish share. So day's high is 2,400, okay, and day's low is 1,200. All right. Day's opening price was 2,200 and day's closing price was 1,800. तो closing less है opening से. इसका मतलब ये bearish है. All right. Is that clear? You understand the chart? The questions are like this. Daily share price variability, SPV, is defined as days high minus days low upon average of opening and closing price during the day. Which among the shares A, C, D, and F had the highest SPV on that day? Try to calculate. It's simple calculation. How to calculate the SPV? The formula is given to you. For A, the SPV will be calculated as days high. क्या है days high? 2,400. Days low is 1,200. So 2,400 minus 1,200 whole upon average of opening and closing prices. Average of opening and closing. Opening is what? Opening is 2,200. Closing is 1,800. So 2,200 plus 1,800 का average divided by 2. That is how we'll calculate it. We get 1,200 upon this will be how much? 2,000. That means 6 by 10. I can say 0.6, right? 0.6 is for the SPV for A, stock A is 0.6. B वाला गायब हो गया क्या डेटा? थोड़ा सा B का डेटा ही गायब है. B का हमें पता ही नहीं है. पता है कि नहीं पता? वैसे ऑप्शन में बी है भी नहीं, ऑप्शन में एफ डी सी है. लेट्स चेक फॉर एफ, डी एंड सी. फॉर एफ क्या हो जाएगा? फॉर एफ 2000 माइनस 1200, डायरेक्टली लिख रहा हूँ मैं 800 अपॉन एवरेज ऑफ दिस 1800 1600. इसका एवरेज क्या? 1700 हो जाएगा ना. सो इट इज 8 by 17, 8 by 17. ओके, फॉर डी लेट्स कैलकुलेट फॉर डी. फॉर डी इट विल बी, ओपनिंग प्राइस नीचे वाला है, क्लोजिंग ऊपर वाला है. ओके, दिस हाई प्राइस इज 1200, लो प्राइस इज 300. 1200 minus 300 is 900, and the average 1000 का और 500 का कितना हो जाएगा? 750. I don't think we need to check it further, isn't it? This is an improper fraction. Numerator is bigger than the denominator, so this is of course higher than A and F. ये दोनों तो हो नहीं पाएंगे. C देख लेते हैं. C. So here in C, it's not given. That means 800 here is the opening price as well as day's low price. Opening was 800. So 800 was the opening. Okay, you can calculate that. High price 1400, high price 1200. किसका बोल रहा हूँ मैं? C का. High price 14, low is 8. 14 minus 8 is 600, and the average here, if you calculate, will be 1000. That is again 6 by 10. So obviously D is the largest one. We don't even have to calculate it. Is that clear? Okay, Gautam. Simple है ना? Last year CAT का LRDI बहुत simple आ गया था. All of you got that? Got it, all of you? अच्छा, चलो ये तो मैंने कैलकुलेशन कर दिया. Can I do it without calculation? मतलब कैलकुलेशन इतना सिंपली करूँ कि मन में हो जाए. Check for A. For A, this is the gap and average is this. Okay. For F, this is the gap and average is here. For D, this is the gap, okay, and average is here. Okay. For C, this is the gap and average is here. अब मुझे एक बात बताओ. We are dividing by the average. This gap upon the average. So if you see here, the gap is highest in A and D, and average is lowest for D. So I can directly mark D without even calculating it. Do you understand that? कोई भी फ्रैक्शन की वैल्यू बड़ी कब होगी? जब डिनोमिनेटर छोटा हो और न्यूमरेटर बड़ा हो जाए. ठीक है. Still you can kind of get confused between A and D. Just check it. Here it is 1200 upon 2000. Here it is 900 upon 750. ठीक है ना? तो मालूम पड़ रहा है 1200 upon 2000. ये बहुत ऊपर है एवरेज इसका. अगर तुम्हें शक हो रहा है किसी सवाल में तो ऐसा कर सकते हो. So it's a proper fraction. Here we get an improper fraction and we got the answer. All of you, do you get it? Tell me in the comments. Next one. Daily share price variability defined as this upon this सेम बात ही बोल रहा है, हाउ मेनी शेयर्स हैड एन एसपीवी ग्रेटर देन 0.5। तो हमने पहले 4 के निकाल ही लिए हैं, 0.5 से बड़ा होना चाहिए। हाउ मेनी शेयर्स डू वी हैव लाइक दैट? फॉर शेयर ए, इफ आई रिमेंबर इट वाज 0.6, yes or no? For share B, it must be how much? Must be how much? Oh, high minus low, 2000 minus 14 is 800. 800 divided by its average. Average will be 2000, 1700, 1850. ये हो जाएगा। इसका वैल्यू कितना है? 5 16s are 5 3s are 15, 5 16 by 37. Is it greater than 0.5? No, it is less than 0.5, isn't it? Because if you get 37 here, this must be for making it 0.5, this must be 18.5. नहीं है उतना. Do you understand? यहीं से मालूम पड़ रहा है, वैसे 925 से बड़ा होना चाहिए था. Coming to C. For C, it is 1400 minus 800 is 600, and the average here is 1000. This guy is greater than 0.5. So A and C, दो तो ये हो गए. For D we already calculated, it is greater than 0.5. पिछले सवाल में निकाल लिया था हम लोगों ने. For E, 1400 minus 1100, that is 300. 300 divided by average is 1200. वैसे नहीं करना है. So 1/4 हो गया, right? For E, it is 0.25, can't be counted. By now we have got 3 such values. That is A, C and D. Coming to the last F. For F is 2000 minus 1200 is 800. 800 divided by 17. 8 by 17. 8 by 17. ये 0.5 से कम है. क्यों कम है? क्योंकि 17 का हाफ 8.5 होता है और ये 8.5 से कम है. Can't be counted. Coming to this one, G. This is 1900 minus 1000 is 900. 900 और इसके बीचे बीच कुछ यहाँ पे 900, नीचे अगर 1800 होता तो उससे कम है ये. That means this is greater than 0.5. So 1, 2, 3 and for G also it is greater. The answer is 4. Clear? You get that? So you know what I did here? I showed you the calculation in the first question, but after that I'm not showing it. Why? Because now I'm assuming that you guys are able to look at the able to observe it quite clearly. Yes or no? Next one. Daily loss for a share is defined as opening minus closing. Upon opening, which among the following shares had the highest daily loss on that day? Highest loss. Opening minus closing. ये बोल रहा है for A, B, F and G. Let's calculate. Opening minus closing. 1200 upon the opening price. That is 2400. किसका हाईएस्ट है ये बताना है. ओके, कमिंग टू बी. बी का मैंने ओपनिंग माइनस, ओ आई एम सो सॉरी, मैंने गलत कैलकुलेट कर दिया. ओपनिंग माइनस क्लोजिंग. सो ओपनिंग हियर इज 22, क्लोजिंग इज 1800. 2200 minus 1800 is 400 divided by 2200. That is what is for A. Then coming to B. B का opening price is how much? 2000. Closing is 1700. 2000 minus 1700 is 300 upon opening. This is what we have. For F, 1800 minus 1600 is 200 upon 1800, and for G, it's 1700 minus 1200 is 500 upon 1700. Which one of it is highest? This is 1 by 9, 3 by 20. This is 2 by 11. 2 by 11, 3 by 20. What is 2 by 11? 1 by 11 is? Yeah, Ayushman. ठीक है? Is that clear? 2 by 11 is how much? 1 by 11 is 0.09. I'll get 0.18 here. 3 by 20 is how much? 0.15. 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is 0.11. 5 by 17. ये तो काफ़ी छोटा है. Highest पूछ रहा है वो. Highest daily loss. It's B. मैं बी क्यों मार्क किया, वो ए, इट्स ए, नो, दिस इज फॉर ए, ये वाला, हाँ, वो ऑप्शन ए लिखा था, आई थॉट, या यू गॉट इट, स्टॉक ए, ऑप्शन डी. अच्छा, आयुष्मान ने एक और चीज बताई है. वेल डन आयुष्मान. आयुष्मान इज सेइंग this is like opening minus closing upon opening. So if opening is O, closing is C, O minus C upon O is nothing but 1 minus C by O. Okay? If I want to maximize this value, I need to minimize this value. Do you understand? तो जिसका भी रेशियो क्लोजिंग और ओपनिंग का लीस्ट आएगा वही हमारा आंसर हो जाएगा. Can I say that? Yeah? Do you understand? If I want to maximize this whole, then I have to minimize, मतलब 1 minus something जो है वो highest कब होगा, जो जिसको मैं माइनस कर रहा हूँ वो lowest हो जाए. So C by O must be lowest and that is our answer. Do you understand? So for this guy, C by O is how much? Closing by opening. 17 by 20. Do you understand? For G, it is what? We want to find closing upon opening. For G, 17 upon 12. उल्टा कर दिया क्या मैंने? ठीक ही है, 17 upon 12, हाँ ठीक तो है, that's fine. F का is how much? Closing upon opening is 16 by 18, and here we have for A it's how much? 18 upon 22. All right, this is also a way of solving it. Is that clear, everyone? दोनों तरह से कर सकते हो. What would have been the percentage wealth gain for a trader who bought equal numbers of all bullish shares at opening price and sold them at their day's high? All bullish. Bullish are in green. Yeah, Ayushman. Bullish shares are green ones. C, D, and G. So C, D, and G. C ko he must have bought at how much? 800. D at 500, and G at 1200. There is a buying price, and selling price will be how much? For C it is 1400, for D it is 1200, and for G it is 1900, right? The profit here is 600. Am I right? The profit here is 700 and the profit here is this again. Let's calculate the profit upon the cost. The cost is, total cost is 8513, 2500, and profit here is 2000. So 2000 upon 2500 into 100 is going to be our answer. 4 by 5 is 80%. That is the answer. Clear? All of you, is that clear? So I wanted to do these two sets, okay, and tell you how to look at the graph and how to interpret it. By the way, the open iCAT 1.0 is going to be there. You can inquire for the course or join the WhatsApp group from the description of this video. Also kind of scan that QR to join that group. I think all of you who are here have already joined the group. Those who are watching recording can do that. So there will be first mock is free and overall the 35 mocks full length, 45 sectionals and 10 mocks for other exams like NMAT, SNAP, ZAT, CMAT, etc. Okay, and I have ABC practice batches there in case you want more material. So there are 7,500 plus CAT level questions, out of which these are static and these are dynamic. So static is something which is self-paced, you can do it anytime you want to, and there is something which will be done by the guided faculty member. So the faculty will be guiding you. Okay, so that's all, and I would suggest attempt that free mock, and then I will discuss that how you'll also be getting the video solutions and the textual solutions. And those who have not yet finished their finish नहीं छोड़ो, अगर 70% 50% भी syllabus complete नहीं हुआ है, still you'll be learning how to sit for 2 hours in the exam, because on the D day the most difficult part is to sit for 2 hours without getting distracted, which is very difficult these days in the world of entertainment, reels, videos, social network. It's very difficult to not get distracted, right? That is what you need to plan for. So I'll meet you, and today at 7 I have a class in batch 1. Ronit, there is a class that I took that is of Vedic mathematics on the same YouTube video channel only. उसको देख लो पूरा एक बार ना, मैंने 2-3 क्लास ले रखी है. Just look at that and try to calculate it. All right then, take care, bye bye. Welcome Ayushman. You too Ayushman.